What a championship weekend. Welcome, everybody, to the January 29th version of the Players Lounge NFL. I almost had my perfect ending.
It was almost Nathan's perfect NFC or Super Bowl with Joe Burrow and the Eagles, but hey, 1 out of 2 isn't too bad. And you know what? Eagles making it all the way. I'm sure it seems like you're more sad that the Bengals didn't make it rather than the Eagles made it.
It's just how they lost. Like, they were there, and all that guy had to do was not touch Mahomes. But we'll get to that. Let's start with my Eagles. They've been saying all year we're going to make the Super Bowl. We finally made the Super Bowl, and it almost doesn't feel real. But after watching that defense, and I know they didn't play a real quarterback today, but
Still counts.
that defense is going to win us a Super Bowl.
They played a real offense, no matter who it was. I mean, technically, it's still the third string quarterback, and Kyle Shanahan's still the offense. They still got McCaffrey. They still got Debo. They beat them, and handily too. It was what 38-7, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
It's
even
not a game.
close. We saw the defense hang in there for a little bit for the 49ers, but I mean, the possession of the ball was just too much, and Nick Bosa was on and off every 5 seconds, and then that late penalty by Greenlaw, which really iced it, and someone else got hurt besides Purdy. It was Purdy, and then Bosa kind of got hurt.
Bosa got nicked on
Fred
the
Warner
sideline.
got that hit on the first play. He ended up back in the game, but they almost just seemed like they were doomed from the start.
There was just a lot of things that went wrong immediately right off the bat. You could tell it just wasn't the Niners' day. It didn't seem like.
And the funny thing is, the Eagles didn't even play their best day. Like,
No.
that was at the Eagles probably like 60%.
I agree with that.
Like
It wasn't
60, 65%.
the play calling wasn't all the way there. Jalen wasn't amazing with his
No.
plays and decisions, but you know what? We still handily beat them. That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
good this team is.
And that makes me think that they're going to be able to take Kansas City down, because I know you're big on Chris Jones, Frank Clark, but that line is going to neutralize that, and then there's no way that secondary is going to be able to stand up to the four-headed monster if you count
5,
Goddard.
6, 7, 8. You can just keep going down the list. Like, that defensive line is literally endless, especially with Dominican on there. Like, I know, like you said, Frank Clark and Chris Jones are good, but the other side is way better. So I can't even use that as a plus for the Chiefs this time. So it's going to be an amazing game.
I mean, we will talk more about the Eagles as the next 2 weeks goes and we get closer to the Super Bowl.